The morning unfolded like any other, yet a subtle unease tugged at the edges of my mind. A flicker of doubt I dismissed as nothing more than nerves before a big day. It was my wife's sister's wedding, held at a stunning countryside estate, where gardens bloomed in bursts of color and sunlight streamed gently through the trees. The setting was idyllic, the guests radiant in their elegant attire. Anna, my wife, looked breathtaking in a deep crimson dress, her hair cascading in soft, perfect waves. We smiled for photos, exchanged pleasantries with friends, and I forced myself to embrace the joy around me, try to silence the quiet unrest in my chest. The ceremony was seamless. Anna's sister moved down the aisle with grace, her happiness shining through every step. The vows stirred emotion in every corner of the garden, moving many to tears. Afterward, we flowed into the reception, a grand ballroom bathed in the glow of chandeliers and jazz. Lilies and candles adorned each table. Laughter danced on the air, and the dance floor pulsed with life. I tried to let the celebration drown out the heaviness I felt, but something wasn't right. Anna had begun to drift. It started subtly, checking her phone more often, slipping outside under the pretense of needing air, her fingers constantly moving across the screen. I chalked it up to stress, the excitement of the day. But deep down, I knew. And then I saw it. In a quiet corner near the bar, she stood with a man I didn't recognize. His casual charm and the way he looked at her made my heart sink. They were too close, their energy too intimate. Her hand brushed against his sleeve, their heads bent toward one another in a private bubble of connection. She laughed, a sound light and free in a way I hadn't heard in years. That laugh wasn't for me anymore. Memories surged. Late-night phone calls she took in another room. Sudden cancellations, vague explanations. It all crashed together in painful clarity. I wanted to confront her, demand answers, but my legs wouldn't move. I just watched, paralyzed, as he leaned in. She didn't pull away. Their kiss, brief but undeniable, shattered everything. I turned and left without a word. Outside, the night air bit my skin, sharp and grounding. The garden, once so full of life, felt hollow. I called my closest friend just to hear a voice that still made sense. Driving home, the image played on repeat, her eyes shining, his hand on her waist. It was over. The life we built, the trust we shared, it all ended in that single moment. Back home, I didn't wait for her return. I packed only what I needed, clothes, toiletries, a few mementos, then I sent her a message, simple and final. It's over. No accusations, no drama, just truth. In the days that followed, I ignored her calls and messages until one evening she appeared at my door, tear-streaked, trembling, flowers in hand. She begged for forgiveness, said it was a mistake, that she was confused, that she loved only me. I listened, every word fresh cut. When she finished, I looked into her eyes and spoke quietly. You didn't just betray me. You betrayed everyone who believed in us. Your family, your sister. I can't forget that. I won't. She wept, pleaded, but I didn't waver. Some betrayals run too deep. Love, no matter how strong, can't survive without trust. She made her choice. Now she had to live with it. Time moved on. I focused on healing. My friend became my anchor, and I returned to a part of myself I'd long neglected. Hiking, reading, old passions once lost a routine. I came to understand that leaving wasn't giving up. It was choosing myself. Months passed. One day, Anna reached out again. She claimed she'd changed, that she was ready to fight for us. I didn't answer. I had found peace in solitude and strength in knowing my worth. That night at the wedding was the darkest moment of my life, but it was also the turning point. In losing what I thought was everything, I found myself. Hurt, yes, but not broken.